Thank you so much for this comment so that I can use it and break it down to help you guys properly understand the cryptocurrency cycles. The comment here is, how's it doing right now? Referring to Bitcoin. And has it got to $1 million like all the crypto promoters have said it would 10 years ago? Bitcoin was also supposed to skyrocket after the halving. Again, and so let's break this down so that you guys can clearly understand. Now, the first part of this says, how is Bitcoin doing right now? And has it hit $1 million like all the crypto promoters have said it would in the last 10 years? Well, first of all, if you bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago, you'd be a multi-million-dollar today. So that's how much money you would make. You have more than $1 million today off of that $1,000. So if you were actually listening to people 10 years ago, like you say in your comment, then you would have purchased some Bitcoin at that time, and today you'd be a multimillionaire. Or you ignorantly waited all that time until today and still are questioning whether you should buy Bitcoin. Now you understand why they call it 1% for a reason. Now, the second part here, Bitcoin was supposed to skyrocket after the halving again. And now this right here shows me this person wasn't in Bitcoin 10 years ago. Likely they just heard about it, but wasn't really paying attention to crypto, because they would have already known about the cycles of cryptocurrency, and they would have already known that Bitcoin's not going to spike at the halving. This is the big mistake that a lot of influencers sold to the world. They sold everybody the bull run's coming, the halving's going to happen, and crypto's just going to go like this. And that's not the case. If you've been following my channel, you already know that cryptocurrency can go up and down up to 80% in the middle of a bull run. That means in the middle of this time. And it can go up and down 80% in the middle of a bear market. That means in the middle of this time. So there's extreme volatility that takes place in both cycles, the bear run and the bull run in cryptocurrency. So right now we are in the bull run. It began since the halving. But I warned you guys that we're going to surge a little bit at the halving, and then we're going to dip, and it's going to continue to drain all through summer, all through fall, just like the last two cycles. And then by the time we get to the turn of the year, we'll start to see some green candles. And somewhere in early to mid 2025, we'll see a very short window of parabolic season, which is where we want to try to catch it. And that's the area, that's the window when crypto starts coming back up, and everyone like this guy will get back in and say, oh, it is something, and they'll buy just as we're all cashing out. And this is why a lot of people do cryptocurrency backwards. When it's in the bleeding part like it is right now, when you should be buying and acquiring, buying $1,000 and watching it go down to $600 and understanding with greater wisdom, most investors can't handle this, especially people who are more gamblers and don't really have an understanding of proper investing. People who are in the traditional investment market, this blows their mind because they're not used to buying a stock or a bond or a commodity and seeing a 40, 50, 60% fluctuation in the asset, especially in such short windows. And short windows is the mistake to all of this. The mistake to all of the information in this comment is short windows. You're looking at things in a shorter window. Where's the bull run? Where's the bull run? Well, it began in April and now we're only in September. I mean, we're only in one short time. Did you go back and look at the previous bull run when the halving was and when the big spike was? You'll notice that consistently it's plus 400 some days after the halving, which I told you guys. Are you following the best Web3 community and the only crypto brand right here at IHodlLife? I hope that clarified this question or this comment for you guys a little more clearly about what's actually going on in the bull cycle. A lot of you expected nothing but green candles when we hit the halving. But that's not how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency works. And when you talk here about Bitcoin going to $1 million, I'll remind you, 14 years ago, Bitcoin was 6 cents. Today it's 60 G's. What makes you think in another 14 years into the future it won't go from the 60 G's it is now to 600 G's and eventually hit that $1 million mark? I'll remind you, had you bought that $1,000 back 10 years ago, like you say, you'd be a multi-million-dollar person today. So why have you not bought your $1,000 already? Of course, not financial advice. Tristan here at IHodlLife, the best Web3 community. Don't forget to hit that like and follow.